Hello, welcome to this video where I'm going to teach you how to make homemade applesauce a very simple way, 3 ingredients in fact, and then how to process and can your applesauce. And you're welcome to add anything extra to your applesauce. I know some people like to add red hots to their applesauce. Some people like to add cinnamon to their applesauce. You're welcome to use anything you want to use, but I want to make this as simple as possible for this video. So we are using some Honeycrisp apples. Go ahead and buy whatever is on sale at your grocery store that you want to use, preferably organic if you can splurge for it. If not, you're going to wash those apples in a very hot water, let them sit, let that wax melt off of them, dry them off really good, then they'll be nice and clean without the waxy coating on there. But I'm using an organic Honeycrisp apple, and the first thing I'm going to do, because I do not have a food mill, is I am going to peel the apples, and then I'm going to just slice them, make sure there's no seeds or core in there either. So that's what I'm going to do. So that's our first step. Let's get going. Okay, we got all of those apples, not all of them, but we filled up an entire pot. Look at this. We filled this entire pot up with apples. That took me about 30 minutes or so to get that full, and it feels like my hand has arthritis in it because I peeled all of those by hand. I'm going to set this down on my burner here, and we're going to fill this up with some clean filtered water and get this cooking. So let's start our burner just like that, and I'm going to bring out the filtered water. Okay, these apples are to the point where they're very fork tender. You could smash it with the back of a fork and it breaks apart easily. So the next step is to take these and drain them and put them in the Vitamix blender and blend it up pretty smooth, okay? And then we'll start to can them from there. Okay, so we've sweetened this up with about a 1/4 cup of organic cane sugar. You could add a little more if you felt like you needed a little more. This is about right for me, so now I'm going to go ahead and put this in pint-sized jars and put them in a water bath canner. Okay, we're ready to fill our water bath canner, which is right here. I'm going to fill this up with water. We've got the tray in there. Let's fill it up. And we're going to turn this burner on. Since this is a water bath canner instead of a pressure cooking method, we will just get enough water in there to cover the tops of our pint jars. It is time to fill our jars, so let's go ahead and do that. I have them all sterilized over here, and I've sterilized them in hot water. Now I'm just going to take that applesauce and start filling the jars. Pint jar. That's a beautiful jar. All we need to do is wipe these rings down, and I like to do that with a little bit of vinegar, and then we can stick the lid on here. Got a little apple cider vinegar, got a little paper towel here. You can also use a microfiber cloth. There we go. And at this point, we can put them in that water bath canner. Okay, now we're going to bring this to a boil. I'm just dumping in the rest of my vinegar so that my jars stay nice and clear. Okay, this is boiling, so now we set a timer for 20 minutes. Doesn't matter what size of jars you're using, it's always 20 minutes for applesauce. Okay, here's our applesauce. We have it all labeled, ready to go. It looks a lot like my butter. that I made, our canned butter. So this will have a very long shelf life. I've canned applesauce, gosh, back in 2012. Just opened some. It was so good still. So I don't know. I mean, you just have to keep checking and seeing if it's, make sure it's sealed. And it should stay all sealed for you, and it's not rancid, and it should last you a while. So this is our applesauce. We're gonna put it on our shelf and just have it there as we want to eat it, and make some more even, because we still have all these apples. You can make a lot of things. All right, bye-bye.